Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? Butch here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm shooting this at St. Patty's Day, so happy St. Patty's Day. I figured because it's St. Patty's Day, we're going to use the Celtic Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what's going on for Aquarius? What message do we have for Aquarius? All right, Aquarius. So the first thing that I see, Aquarius, I feel like this is someone you know. I feel like you have a history with this person with that Six of Cups. Now, I feel like this person has had some really strong feelings for you, but I feel like they never really told you. Now, I feel like for some of you, you might have been involved with someone else, or this person, for others, may have been just not feeling like they were enough at the time, because I feel like these feelings are not new that they have for you. I feel like there's been this internal struggle within this person to come forward and tell you how they feel, but I feel like they go back and forth. Like I said, for some of you, you might have been, in a relationship already, or for others, it just been they were a bit intimidated. They didn't feel like they had anything to offer. But either way, I feel like that struggle has been going on. So this is not someone new. This is someone I feel like these feelings are well cemented. And it's not a crush. I mean, I read this book one time, and it said, if you have a crush for more than 3 months, it's love. I feel like there was a lot of anxiety in this person, knowing what they want. I feel like they knew what they wanted. It's almost like they felt like they couldn't have it. I mean, that late night, that anxiety, and like I said, with that Two of Wands, they knew exactly what they wanted. It kind of reminds me of that Alanis Morissette song, is I met the person of my dreams, and then I met their wife. I feel like you know what I mean? I feel like we're leaning more toward you were with someone else, and this person wasn't going to be that person. But like I said, I feel like that's one of the regrets this person has been living with, is not making this move. But there is that internal struggle. I feel like they didn't feel like they were enough, whether or not that was true. But I feel like that's the feeling they had. But I feel like the biggest regret they had is not telling you sooner. But I feel like a lot has changed for this person. I feel like there is, more confident energy with this person, with that King of Wands. I do feel like the confidence in this person has come a long way. I feel like they had more to offer than they thought, but they just weren't seeing what was right in front of them. Sometimes when we meet that special person, we feel like, they're better than us. So some people, it kind of intimidates them a little bit. makes them feel like I can't really shoot my shot. So I feel like that's also part of the reason why they didn't. But one thing is clear: this person continues to think about you. They can't get you out of their mind. Emotionally, they've never walked away from the feelings they had towards you. Those feelings actually have become stronger, to the point where it can't be ignored anymore. It's like a voice in your head, but now that voice is screaming. And like I said, it's that defeated feeling that they feel. And the defeat is theirs and theirs alone. I feel like they defeated themselves. I feel like they talked themselves out of this situation. But like I said, I feel like a lot has changed. And I do see this person opening up to you. Coming out of their little self-imposed prison with that Eight of Swords in reverse and that Eight of Wands. I do see that communication coming. And you're not going to have to wait long, because I see it coming in very quickly with that Knight of Swords. So, this is something I feel like is going to happen very quickly. Like I said, I feel like a lot has changed for this person. I feel like they're more confident with that King of Wands. We also have the King of Pentacles, so I feel like they have their shit together now. They feel like they have more to offer. I do feel like the love has been there for a while. I feel like they respected you enough not to come to you with a half-ass offer. But I feel like the moment they've been waiting for is here. Those changes that have been happening have led them to the opportunity that's before them, and they're not going to miss this opportunity again. Like I said, I feel like this person is going to communicate with you. I feel like this person is going to tell you how they've been feeling and how they see you. And I feel like it's going to be a very blunt and direct, conversation. I do see this person chasing you, and like I said, I feel like they gave up a little too easy before because they just didn't see what was right in front of them. But I don't see this person ever giving up on you again. They're following their heart. What this person, the energy in this person is a lot different than it was before, because it is more of a balanced energy with that equilibrium or that temperance, that Sagittarius energy. And like I said, with that Four of Swords or Four of Wands, they're looking to build a foundation here. They're putting their foot down and they're seizing the moment, seizing the day, carpe diem. Taking control of their future. They see you as someone they want to share their future with, and they didn't give to it before. They didn't take that chance. But everything in them now is telling them to take that chance. That High Priestess is that, internal voice, your intuition. They're following it now. They're seizing their moment. They see their moment, they're going to seize it. They've always known what they wanted. I just feel like going after it was an issue before. We also have the Devil card, the Shadow in this deck. It's about letting things go that don't do you any good. Letting go of old ways. And I feel like that's exactly what they're doing. They're letting go of the old ways of, that negative thinking, that, and I feel like a lot of this has changed because of their confidence. They have their shit together. Things are going well for this person. Their confidence is at an all new high. And like I said, I do feel like this person is going to reach out to you and want to take you out. And they're not going to make any, there's not going to be any confusion. There's going to be no misunderstanding. This person's going to be very clear. They're going to want to take you out. They're going to have a good time with you. They're going to want to spoil the shit out of you. And they're not going to want no breakfast date. They're going to want a real date. They're really going to want to take you out, and no confusion. They don't want to be confused as a friend get together. They're going to be very clear what they want. I feel like you've been making this person happy for a long time, and now they want to return that favor by filling up your cups. Like I said, we're going back to the fact that there's very respectful energy with this person. kind of a goody-goody, but I feel like they have a little bit of a bad side, in a good way. You know, like I said, I feel like this person never wanted to, you know, the way they see you, they never really wanted to put you in a position where, you know, they're making you choose, or they didn't want to put you in a position where they were disrespectful. You know, they've been kind of holding back their feelings for you, but they can't seem to shake you out of their mind. You know, and this has been going on for a while. And now, you know, they're not letting this go anymore. They're not letting these opportunities pass them by because they may never get another one. So, like I said, I mean, they've been living in that regret. I mean, a part of them, I feel like they didn't think they had. There wasn't enough there. But I mean, we got them coming back full circle. You know, like I said, I feel like with this person, there was reasons why they didn't come forward, but they never let go of how they felt about you. You know, and now that their opportunity has presented itself again, like I said, with that 3 of Wands, their ship has finally come in. They're not going to miss this trip. You know, they're not missing getting on board. You know, there is a bit of lack of confidence in the past with this person, but also, you know, the real thing we got to look at here is the fact that there's a very genuine energy. Like I said, I mean, I feel like this person respects you. And I feel like that's a big thing. You know, they have respect for you. They have love for you. I mean, they wouldn't disrespect you with a half-ass offer. And I feel like that's part of the reason why they never came to you before. They never really felt like they had enough to offer you. But they never could get you off their mind. You've always been there on their mind. You know, they've always been thinking about you. And now they're finally making the move. They're shooting their shot. You know, sometimes we have people that care about us more than anybody else we know. And that's the problem, is we don't know. You know, sometimes we have people that care for us and they don't tell us, so we don't know. You know, and it is kind of a problem. You know, generally speaking, that may be the best person you ever met because of the fact they respect you enough, because they see you as someone they can't come to with a half-ass offer. You know, their feelings for you are real. I mean, with this person, we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We also have some Capricorn and some Pisces. Possibly some Scorpio as well. You know, a lot of times the hardest, like I've said this before, and I don't mean to repeat myself, but I feel like sometimes the hardest person to tell how you feel is the one you feel the most for. You know, it's because of the fact that you see them differently. It's because of the fact that you hold them in such high regard. You know, you second guess things. And that's not all people, but a lot of people do that. You know, you see someone that you're completely attracted to, you're completely drawn to, you know, and, you know, it's easy to flirt with someone or hit on someone that it really doesn't matter if they say yes or no. The people that we really care about, that's when the fear creeps in. It's almost like I'm afraid to say what I have to say because what if they don't want me? What if they reject me? You know, and a lot of people, even confident people, have that thought process. It's depending on how life is going for them at the moment. And I feel like maybe things weren't very much together for this person before. You know, because of the respect and love they have for you, it's almost like they're thinking, okay, what can I offer this person? You know, what would they want from me? And that's just a, you know, self-confidence issue at the moment. And it could be a momentary thing. It could be, you know, a phase. And then when shit starts going right for them and they feel more confident, they feel like, they get that swagger back, then they go after what they want. Sometimes it's too late. So I don't suggest that form of action, but they took it. They're going to take their shot. I mean, I'm like that. Just my personal opinion. Like I said, I mean, anytime in my life I've been interested in, someone, I met a girl that I really liked. I feel like that was always the hardest, to tell. If there's someone that I kind of interested in, not really sure, kind of on the fence, it was very easy to tell them. Because if they said no, I was, it sucks, but move on. But someone that you really have a lot of interest in, someone that you really see as someone you can have a future with, you don't want to screw that up. So you want to take your time. You want to, think it through, come to them correctly. And the more respect for you, sometimes the longer it's going to take, because you do have that. Some people just blurt it out. Some people don't have that issue. I, unfortunately, always had that issue. Even with my partner now, she's the one. I was very interested in her long before we got together. And, it never really kicked off until I realized how interested she was in me. So it was kind of like a, it was kind of a great thing for me. But, and I never felt like I was not a confident person. I just, when you see someone you really want, it's like almost like you don't want to screw it up. And someone that you're kind of on the fence about, I mean, you shoot your shot. They shoot you down. There's always tomorrow. Someone that you're really interested in, it's hard to take your shot because you're afraid if you do it wrong, if you come at them wrong, the wrong time, you're trying to get everything perfect. But from my experience, there's never going to be a perfect time. So if you want someone, shoot your shot. There's ways to do that very respectfully. And, because you never know. That person could be wanting you just as much as you want them. It's meant to be, it will be. With that being said, be good. Take care. Stay safe.